This week, HOSA hosts the first blood drive of the year. Romeo and Juliet, featuring staff and students, hit the stage. Seniors prepare for their next chapter of life after high school. Students and staff talk about the adjustment to the cell phone policies, a short PSA on the Wildcat Sports Network, and a preview to the hockey season. All this and more on the MWHS Wildcat News. Welcome back, Wildcats. I'm Shiva Sharma. And I'm Lily Kuba. On Thursday, September 26, HOSA hosted the first blood drive of the year with all blood staying local to help within the community. Staff reporter Sophie Novak and I report. September 26, MWHS HOSA team came together for a life-saving event. HOSA set up a blood drive. The blood drive welcomed very generous donors who took time to give blood, helping to ensure hospitals have the resources that they need.
Yeah, definitely, because this is the Nebraska Community Blood Bank, so it's different from the other times we've done it with American Red Cross, but this blood bank is local, and they actually donate to like UNMC and Children's within Omaha, so I feel like a lot better that it's like staying local and helping people of the community.
HOSA and Nebraska Community Blood Bank guided volunteers through the process in creating a positive environment.
Okay, so there's always an ongoing need for blood in our community and communities across the country. The Nebraska Community Blood Bank keeps all the blood local. The students here organize the blood drives, run the blood drives. Our HOSA group tries to help students understand the importance of donating blood and how impactful it can be, literally life-saving to people. And in the process, they earn scholarship money for the amount of donations they collect.
Thanks to everybody who donated, we in total got 94 units of blood, which is more than we have ever gotten in the past 2 years, which HOSA students had a big part in.
Mainly in charge of like scheduling people. I would send out emails and do passes. So I would like coordinate when people wanted to donate and what time they wanted to do it, and then I would send out passes with what teacher they had.
To all who donated, volunteered, and supported the event, thank you for making the 2024 blood drive a big success. Your generosity will continue to ripple through our community, providing hope and healing to many people. This has been Sophie Novak and Lily Kuba with the MWHS Wildcat News. Teachers and students participate in Romeo and Juliet. Staff reporters Vanessa Mueller and Sophia Rahman have more.
As the new school year begins, lots of new plays are coming to Millard West. This year, our Millard West students and teachers produced Romeo and Juliet.
Although Millard West has already produced Romeo and Juliet in the past, what makes it exciting this year is teachers got to have a role in the play for the very first time at Millard West, making it unique and appealing to a lot of our audience.
The most exciting part of working on this was involving the staff members of Millard West High School, because I haven't ever done a play where I directed my colleagues before, and I loved seeing how they connected with the students and how the students taught them things and how they sort of learned from each other, and they just built this really, really cool environment.
While this being a first-time experience for a lot of teachers, some teachers have already had theater experience before, making this school play give them the opportunity to bring back their passion for theater, and as the audience you could more than just feel that passion just through their acting.
Oh, yeah, I was in a lot of plays in high school. I was in musicals and plays. I did a little community theater when I lived in Fremont, but this is the first time I've been on the stage in about 20-some years, so it was fun.
This new experience wasn't only exciting for the teachers but also for the students, who got to create a new and different bond with their teachers, giving them the opportunity to create a good relationship between them, which was one of the many things the idea behind the play was meant to reflect.
Being to play with all the teachers was definitely the best part. It was so fun because I knew quite a bit of them, but I got to know a lot of the other ones too. It was just exciting, very new.
With photographer Lawson Pashia, this has been Vanessa Mueller and Sophia Rahman for MWHS Wildcat News.
As application deadlines approach for many seniors, the pressure is on to find the right college and making sure they do everything they can to prepare. MWHS Wildcat News reporter Asif Sultani brings you the story.
As another school year begins, this also means another year of seniors who have to start preparing for post-high school. Usually most people apply to a four-year college and have to go through the application process. Colleges such as GCU, NYU, UNO, and more have been visiting Millard West to provide seniors with information about their college.
So mainly I've just been going onto college websites, researching the programs, making sure they have what I personally want because I want to have a successful career. So I would start going on college websites, looking at their academics. If I liked them enough, I would schedule a visit, and I would go visit whether it was here in Nebraska or out somewhere like South Dakota or Missouri, something like that. But mainly just taking visits and finding what place had the right academics for me.
Seniors can apply for college using the Common Application, or more commonly known as the Common App, which allows you to fill out one application and send them to many different colleges. Another option is through the college's own application, which is typically found on the college's website.
I applied through Common App to USC, DePaul, and Columbia College. So I just had to fill out one set of questions for the common part of the Common App. And then I filled out each college's individual questions. And then when I'm ready, I can submit one thing that sends all of the answers to all the colleges.
Seniors can utilize Naviance to research colleges, search for scholarships, link their transcripts, and see what fields of study interest them.
Okay, so for seniors to get ready for college, the first thing that I'm going to tell them to do is check their emails, because we send a lot of emails about scholarships, college visits, and so that would be the first step. They can go onto Naviance and request their transcripts. They can go onto Naviance and look up colleges. They can look up scholarships. And also, the best resource is meeting with your counselor to see if you have all of your little ducks in a row for applying to college.
As the school year rolls on, the class of 2025 will have to decide on what they want to do in the new chapter of their life. This has been Asif Sultani with the MWHS Wildcat News.
Seniors, don't forget to turn in your senior pictures and tributes. The deadline is November 1st. If you have any questions, email or see Mr. Hilburn in room 312. A recurring cell phone policy implemented by the district is still having an effect on teachers and students. Staff reporters Eva LaFura and Kyra Oberhauser have more on this story.
Millard West is always trying to find new ways to improve students' academics. Staff have realized that phones have become a big issue. When students are on their phones, teachers notice they tend to struggle at paying attention in class and getting work done.
I do think they act a little bit differently. They usually seem a little more disengaged when they do have them and aren't as responsive to me and their classmates, but when they don't have them, they're more interactive with the others in the class and with me.
Teachers have also been adjusting to the change and are finding new ways to get their students to follow directions.
Well, it's a way that we take attendance, so that's one of the reasons, and it just hasn't been an issue. If they don't, they're given a warning or asked to put it up, and if there's a student that's not complying with that, then it becomes a situation where we send them to administration.
Students have very strong opinions about the phone policy. They struggle to follow it and think it does not affect their learning if they have their phones.
I honestly think it does not help the students at all. Like, you could just put your phone in your bag, because why do we need to put it up? How does that affect our learning?
The phone policy has also been changed a bit more this year. Students are not allowed to have their phones in the hallways during class time. Teachers still notice students not following directions, but they also notice students listening when told to get off.
I think for the most part, they do. It's not that bad, but you do see a lot of students on their phones.
The policy is found everywhere around the school. On the handbook, students, staff, and parents can find the rules and regulations about the phone policy. It is also listed by classrooms and in hallways. If you want to find out more about the policy, there are also many other places you can go to.
Actually, your administrator, or you could talk to security or the main office.
Most teachers have already noticed a huge change in students willing to learn when they put up their phones. Teachers still allow you to collect your phones for certain occasions, but for the most part, they have you keep your phones put away and notice kids doing a lot better in school.
I think students are doing a lot better without their phones because they're able to be more focused. I generally give a little break so then they know that they'll get time for their phones, but usually they stay a lot more focused without them.
Students have also noticed a change in having phones versus not having phones. They've become more social with their peers and formed more connections.
It forces kids to hang out with each other instead of just socializing on their phones, and it also helps them focus more in class because their phone's not right there for them to play games like Block Blast or something.
This has been Evie LaFurla
and Kira Oberhauser
with MWHS Wildcat News.
With fall sports slowly coming to an end, be sure to come out and support the Cats. Remember, if you can't make it, all home varsity football and volleyball games are now streamed live on the Wildcat Sports Network through the Huddle Fan app. As winter slowly approaches, Millard West Club hockey team gets ready for a new year after an off-season filled with change. MWHS Wildcat News Editor-in-Chief Samuel Whitaker took a deeper look at some of the changes and expectations for their upcoming season.
With cooler temperatures fading into the Omaha area, Millard West's club hockey team gears up for the new season. Last year, the Wildcats finished third with a 16-3-7 record, defeating Gretna and Elkhorn before falling to the Tri-City Junior Storm just 2 games short of the state championship. With their elimination, the Wildcats faced the daunting challenge of replacing 7 seniors, including their goaltender.
Yeah, I think our seniors are going to play a big part of our scoring offense this year. We do have some scoring defense coming back. Losing Eddie Patchen last year was a big scoring defenseman, but I think Gavin Spencer is going to step up this year and put some pucks in the net for us. We have a couple really key underclassmen coming in as well. Alex Beacon can put the puck in the net. So looking forward to a couple guys stepping up.
The Wildcats won't be starting from scratch, as this year's core is anchored down by seniors Cole Grangenet, Nate Marnin, and Reese Wilson. These 3 experienced skaters will play large roles in the success of this year's iteration of Wildcat hockey.
Yeah, so we're going to use our experiences that we've had in playoffs in the last 3 years that I've been starting on the team to really affect the newcomers, because they really haven't had any other experiences past their house leagues. So we're going to use a lot of the things that we've learned specifically about this league to probably influence how they're going to develop as a player.
Ever since reaching the state championship back in the 2021-22 season, the goal has been the same: to return to that final stage and bring home a state title. With a blend of veteran leadership and new emerging talent, the team is hungry for redemption and have a lot to look forward to.
I'm excited to get more practices in, get better overall, learn Coach EJ's systems and his drills, play with some of the guys that I have played with before, but most importantly, win a championship for our team.
With the roster set and the full schedule to be released in the coming weeks, the Wildcats look to finish the job this year, driven by the same determination and resilience that has defined Millard West hockey. For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Samuel Whitaker.
That's all for this week, Wildcats. Be sure to check out the Catalyst online in our radio station, The Upper, for more stories like these. For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Lily Kuba and Shibu Sharma.